Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Andy's Toolbox. In this episode, we got a tool haul, and this one is not for the haters because we got Matco, and Blue Point. And you know what? Nobody likes Matco, and Blue Point, especially if they're not a Snap-on fanboy. But I give Matco, and Blue Point a holla on this video because you know what? They have a few good things that I wanted to acquire, even though they're made overseas, not in America, like Snap-on makes things. So, in this episode, we're gonna go over what's sitting on top of my toolbox here, which is a bunch of Matco, and Blue Point tools. Okay, so let's dig right in here, and I'll get this out of the way first. I bought these Blue Point screwdrivers, and I just got rid of the Phillips and put in my PV Swiss because PV Swiss is the best, and that's pretty much what I prefer over anything. So I like the handles on these flatheads, so I'm gonna integrate these PV Swiss and Blue Point as my main go-to screwdrivers. The quality on these is good. Has the hole to turn, doesn't have the bolster, but I'm okay with that. They're made in Spain, I believe. So, and I believe these are a rebranded screwdriver. Usually they come with a red handle, and I don't know what the gray color would be, but yeah, if you want those and you don't want to pay for a Blue Point set, and you like the handles on these, there's a Spanish company that makes them, and I don't know right offhand what company that is. So next we have these locking nut drivers. These are for hose clamps, okay, and these are made in China, but the quality on them is actually pretty decent, okay. And these basically you stick on to your hose clamp, lock it, and you can just leave it set there and tighten or loosen your hose clamp. And those weren't too bad. I think I paid about $25 for this set. You can pick those up off of eBay right now if that seller is still blowing them out the back door, and get yourself a set of these as well. Next, we have this big locking, or not locking, but quick release flex head, ball detent in the flex so it doesn't flop around. Mac big boy ratchet. This is made in Taiwan, unfortunately, and it is branded Mac, and I've never seen them actually make a ratchet in an oriental country that was branded Mac, but apparently they're doing that now too, which I'm, not too brokenhearted about, considering the Taiwanese stuff is pretty decent. And for what I paid for this off of eBay, about $150. So Mac wants $250 for this ratchet on their website, but I ain't paying that. I got it off of eBay, and I'm happy for what I paid for it. And you can see that it is pretty nice. It's got the fine tooth mechanism, quick release. My Cornwell in the top of this box, this guy right here, right there, he doesn't have a quick release, and that's pretty much why I got it, because it makes life a little bit easier when it comes time to dealing with those giant fasteners that nobody likes to deal with. Okay, so next we have this Husky. I put this in this haul because this is a knockoff of a knockoff. Okay, first you have the Matco, USA made, with these X core kind of style swivels, and then you have the gear wrench, which is a knockoff of the Matco, also made by I believe the same company, maybe Apex. And then you have these, which Husky was owned by Apex, I believe, and isn't anymore, but you can grab these from Husky, who does make a lot of their tools like the Apex still for some reason, even though they're not owned by them. And even though the Matcos have good reviews, the gear wrenches have terrible reviews, and these Huskies have good reviews. So I believe even though these are made in China, they're still better than the gear wrench. Okay, moving quite along, we have the part number UT4UA upholstery tool. Since I do auto body and welding, gotta have these upholstery tools. Can't get no better than these Mac grip upholstery tools. These are just the tits in my opinion. And moving along here, I didn't buy the whole set, but I did get this 1/8 inch ratcheting bit driver, and I have the which is got the soft grip and it's very nice. And I have the Harbor Freight 1/8 inch bit set, and I'll just use those bits in this. I don't really use those size bits all that much, just on little electronics and stuff, but I get annoyed with having to use the and this one even has it, this swivels too, but the Pittsburgh set swivels, and that's about all you get. But this actually ratchets too, so that's great. Next we have, and these are also made in Taiwan, these Mac terminal tools, which are, I basically got for the seething ripper, this seething ripper tool, which I use the hooked utility knife blades to get into the wire looms, but that can get stabbed into a wire, and you don't want that. I have to be real careful with when I do it like that. But I got it for this seething ripper basically, and a few of these little ones will come in handy for actual terminal release. And I didn't pay much. I did buy these from Mac Tools, and they weren't cheap, but since Snap-on just raised their price on their little terminal Deutsch tool set to over $100, I'm more than happy to pay the $70 I think I paid for these. I will not stoop that low to pay that much for a silly little terminal tool set, even if it's made in the USA. Next, this is a hot tool buy. These magnetic mats, and I got these Matco send, I guess from trolling their website, they send the 5% off coupon. So I picked these up with their coupon and free shipping for the set of these, and these are just absolutely the best. They have a square magnet in every inch of the mat, and they're strong, and the quality is just great. They even smell like good vinyl, very pungent, and I mean, they're really nice. These are made in China, but they're really just nice. This is the long deal that kind of comes out long and 18 inches long, and this is 11 by 8. This one's 5 by 18. So I hope you enjoyed this tool haul. This one was not for the haters. This is all of the brands that everybody just has disdain for, especially if you're a Snap-on fanboy. I love Snap-on tools, but they're getting a little bit too expensive, especially adjusted to inflation this year. Maybe when my SSI benefits get increased at the end of the year, I can afford a Snap-on tool again. We're supposed to be getting a big increase at the end of the year, like 10%. So maybe that extra $100 a month will help me make my Snap-on orders. But until then, I am making a video that is definitely not for the haters. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Andy's Toolbox. Being on my workbench and looking at the tools I buy and the reasons why and the reviews and all that great tool stuff for the guys and gals out in YouTube land. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Smash that bell notification and get notified when I release new content. Peace out, y'all.